Welcome to the amazing mental hospital, where everyone here needs a psychiatrist of their own, even the AI, who will eventually try and kill everyone. Anyway, starting with Pomni, who had a weird-ass nightmare about losing her mind because everyone is perfectly okay. Ragatha knocks in her room and just says, "Yo, we have work to do." She's like, "Fine, okay, whatever." So they all go there, and Kane is like, "Hey, I got a new mission for y'all. You gotta go get some maple syrup back from these bandits that stole it from the Candy Kingdom." And so they're like, "Sure, whatever." Zubul wants to already opt out, and Kane says that the AI should be 57% more immersive, so we'll see that pretty soon. And still, Zubul wants to opt out because, I don't know, they're probably really, really lazy or something. I don't really care. Mental issues, yay. Anyway, so they go in there, the queen greets all of them, and she just gives them a monster truck, like not just a monster truck, like the type of thing you'd see in Mad Max, but just made out of candy. The second Jack sees this, he's already being a menace and he wants to be the one to drive, but the second he honks the horn and realizes it's lame as all hell, he forces Gangle to drive because he doesn't want to be driving this useless truck that isn't even that much fun. And we see 3 bandits made out of gummies, and they all look like crocodiles. To be honest, 2 of them are completely useless, and the last one is the one guy whose name you should actually remember. His name is Gummy Goo. So he and his friends stole maple syrup because apparently the village they come from really needs that maple syrup. So they're not just bad guys, they're bad guys who do good. The main crew catches up to them. Jax is having fun again because he picks up Pomni and immediately just throws it at Gummy Goo's truck. And this is just to make a bridge out of Pomni so he can blow things up with a rocket launcher he apparently has. Which doesn't work because Pomni lets go because it's literally tearing her apart. Gangle is told to ram into the truck. She, of course, doesn't want to, but Jax brings up something about Ragatha and a figurine, so that means that either Gangle is a pervert or Gangle is just a really weird, shy person, which I'm willing to go with the second one for the sake of not wanting to completely destroy all of Gangle's mass, just because I don't like what she did. So after continuously ramming the truck, they decide to activate the spikes. At this point, Jax is holding a double-barrel shotgun and still convincing Gangle to ram the truck into, the maple syrup one. Mind you, Pomni is still there, so they all fall off into a canyon with some chocolate that is replacing all the water, which if I was there, I would just drink until I got diabetes. But anyway, Pomni and Gummy Goo glitch under the map, and Gummy Goo sees himself, all his friends, in a, line of things, and he starts having a existential crisis, being confused as to who he is and why he even exists. Pomni sees that, and Pomni tells Gummy Goo that he's an NPC, he doesn't know what the hell that even means, nor does he even know what a map is, like what map they're on. He doesn't know anything. And so Gummy Goo is questioning all his memories because he knows that he can't even remember his mother's face, but he knows that he must have had a mother or something. So during this mental crisis, Pomni comes up to try and comfort him and says that, hey, why not come back with us because you're smart or something, and I also need a friend because Jax is an asshole, Zubul is kind of distant, Gangle's a bit weird, Ragatha is a bit too much, a bit too in your face, Kinger's a bit crazy, and so he agrees to this, and so they go into a truck and they get some boxes and they basically glitch their way out of the entire map. And while this is happening in the chocolate canyon, we meet a monster who is completely or mostly made out of chocolate. And so Jack strikes a deal with him to bring the 2 bandits and them back up to on top of the canyon as well as to the Candy Kingdom, and so he will unlock the gates for the monster to then completely ravish and consume everyone. But before that can happen, the truck that Pomni and Gummy Goo were in fly back in and completely destroys the monster's head. Jax is now bummed out because he didn't get to kill anyone. So they all finally go back to the main area of the circus, and Kane immediately realizes that Gummy Goo wasn't part of them, so he just ices him, and this makes Pomni big sad because no more friend. Ragatha tries to comfort Pomni, but to absolutely no avail. This also does imply that Kane can just ice them whenever he feels like. And that is basically the end of the episode, but also they held a funeral for Kaufmo, which means that they actually do care about each other somewhat, I guess? I don't know. Oh yeah, and by the way, Jack, still being an asshole, doesn't show up to his own apparent friend's funeral.